Hello guys, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Jaydee for a very early episode of our March 18th Daily Stock Market Insights. Okay, in this video I'm going to discuss some of the trending stocks that we had yesterday, and of course some of your requests. So if this is the type of video you want to watch every single day, you're in the right channel. Feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated, right? Okay, so let me first quickly just browse through the comments that we have here. Yolanda said thoughts on SPNEC and Monde. Okay, I will definitely cover that. Renato also added a few insights here around REITs. FYI, all REITs give quarterly dividends. Very good. Okay, so thank you. Very good information. And I have an annual escalation clause on its leases, thus increasing the dividend yield annually. Oh, nice. Good, good, good. Requesting MBT and SECB. Okay, we'll definitely add that. So, yeah, overall, my take on REITs is really, this is a good innovation, right? And I think many people will discover the beauty of this in the stock market, because really there's a balance between long-term investing and through the benefits that we get out of the dividends, right? So there's capital gains at the same time, a regular payoff or payout. At least we have some liquid funds that we can take advantage of, that we can either use or reinvest. Okay, so beautiful. The next is, Cesar here talked about what's your thought for PSI index for coming Fed meeting? So to be honest, Cesar, I am not 100% in the loop with the updates around this topic. But in case you know a few information, this is a good venue. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you know so far, because that we will be able to take advantage of that information as well, or learn something from that info. Okay, so my apologies. I don't want to talk about something that I don't have confidence in sharing, because I personally have not really browsed through information around this. But technicals, I can, because I can just take a look at the chart and share my insights. Okay, so I hope I was able to set that expectation so far. All right. Now, let's talk about the index. And again, this is just purely based on technicals and a few information that I know of. Okay. Now, nice recovery for our index. All right. So I was plotting some significant areas the other day, or was it yesterday? I said, okay, so we are still in a downtrend. However, if we are able to break this downward movement or channel, then that's a good sign. We could be breaking out of that trend line. So we did that actually in our performance for March 17th. So my take is that there could be a continuation, but we have to be mindful of the next resistance that we could be facing. Okay, so the next resistance is somewhere in your MA20 area. So probably one more day of green, and that would also create a positive impact to the stocks included in the index. So just take note of that. Next resistance for the index would be around the 7,223 level. More or less, because it's an area. We also had some foreign buying that happened today, so that's good. And the next stocks that I'll be covering, SPNEC. Okay, nice, very good. Actually, given that we have a nice green candlestick today, 13.55%. So that is huge, guys. Okay, so I will be plotting the nearest support, and that's an area. So take advantage of that volatility that we could be experiencing later today. And if you have the opportunity to get in as near as you can around the 158 level, even better. Because 13.55%, guys, some of the trades that we have witnessed today could be coming from traders who are okay with a 5% gain or 6% gain, and they could be taking profit. And the result of that would be the volatility in the market. So you can probably use a faster time frame and see at which time you can enter. So the nearer you are to the 158, the better. But overall, I can say that this is already a start of its recovery. Now, just take note though, okay? How sustainable is this? I would say there is a big chance that fluctuations can still happen given that the volume of the increase today is not that much. There's also a foreign selling. So the probability of it dropping and touching the 158 is high in my perspective. Okay, but then again, we are already, if you are going to enter somewhere around 158, you are in a much better level because that is a support area. So the risk there is much lower. Okay, so that is SPNEC. Monde. Monde, we are experiencing some slowdown in this level because that indeed is a resistance area. As you know, MA20 could be acting as your resistance in a downward movement. So in this case, it is indeed respecting that. Okay, so this is your downtrend channel, and 2 days now. We are already on the second day, whereby rejection is being experienced in this area. So let me plot. If I'm to look to the left, okay, I can even do this. Let me do a Fibonacci retracement just to really find out at which area could it possibly bounce. No, I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna use this. Expand on a weekly, so we have less noise. Actually, see this? This is a possible bounce area. You had your support right here, 3 weeks in a row in this area. And then you also have 4 weeks in a row in that same level. So if I'm to plot the nearest support, because remember I mentioned that we are experiencing a slight rejection at the area where we are at right now. So that means it could go back. So we're at 1508, and then chances are this area 14.69 could be retested. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna remove this so there's less noise. Okay, so that is the level, the next possible support. Okay, so there you go. See that? That's your support in the past. This used to be your resistance in the past. So try to observe. Something can happen right at this level. But between it recovering, continuing to the upside, or retracing, I can still smell some retracement coming our way here. Right. Next is MBT and SECB. MBT, okay, nice recovery for MBT. I would have to say this is your support right here. Okay, you see this area? That's your, you have 3 days in a row whereby that level is hit and then bounce is happening. You also had your resistance in the previous weeks right here. Okay, and the consolidation right here. So definitely that is a significant area to take note of. We had some foreign selling today, so I'm thinking there will still be fluctuations. Notice right here, you had some greens, and then a few days after, a red comes out. So that could be another scenario. Okay, you can even have a continuation for a day or a profit taking tomorrow, but definitely those are irrelevant for me because at this point I can still sense, based on the information I see, I sense a possibility that your support area could be retested one more time. And so if you, let's say, put an order around the 52 level, then let it stay there and, just wait for it to be hit. So I think that kind of mentality is okay for mid to long term investors, whereby we don't really mind activities on a daily basis. If there isn't really an attractive setup, we don't have to tinker with our account. Okay, so there could be even days whereby you don't have to open your account because there are really no attractive setups. So in this case, again, I'm a mid to long term investor, so I'd rather wait for it to touch this area. I'll probably put an order around 52, then wait for it to be hit. Okay. Yes, so that's my take, and just know that my views could be totally different than yours, because you could be an intraday trader or a scalper. So you might have a different kind of play. Some are even momentum traders. So I'm more of a position trader. Okay, if there are some opportunities where I can do position trading, then I'd rather do that. Next is SECB. Okay, SECB is still respecting this channel. As you can see, guys, that is the channel. Even if you had that same, I think this is like a doji. It starts at that same price, ended at that level. So technically it's just in the same level. But for now, I'd say this is the channel that we are respecting. So if there is another green candlestick, just take note that you are also very near a resistance area. Okay, so chances are there will indeed be some form of rejection. So take advantage of that movement in case intraday you will have some pullback that will happen. So from here to here, so anywhere, I'm thinking anywhere from 104 to 107 is an okay level if you want to do some test buys, because technically we're already at a very, very cheap level. If you can see, there you go. Even at one point back in 2020, we were in this area or even higher. So imagine this is a super discounted level, as you can see. Okay, so I highly suggest that if you want to engage in SECB, look at it in mid to long term investing. DMC and SCC, real estate and mining. DMC, 11.3 million on foreign buying. Nice, you have that massive drop from the 8th of March to the 15th, and now it has been the second day of recovery for DMC. Just be mindful though that we had a wick right here. A wick, that means it got rejected at the MA20 line, but then managed to still end green. So just provision this area as your support. So if there's an opportunity where your price level gets near 822, that would be a much better haggle right there. But the volume right here, it's not that much, so there's really a chance that the movement to the upside is still on the weaker side because it's not supported by the volume. So what we want to see, okay, is something like this. See this? It had red days. Then all of a sudden you had a green candlestick engulfing this red, At the same time, it has that volume, and continuous increase in the price. The volume is also increasing, even though you had 3 days of the same volume, but at least overall the movement is really going up. While the price is moving higher and then the volume is moving higher, that means there's a strong sentiment, buying sentiment right there. So that is what we wish to see in the coming days. So I just acknowledge the fact that we are currently slightly rejecting at this area because that's a resistance level. So take advantage of that dip. Enter anywhere between 822 probably to 850. So that's a good buy area for me. SCC. Bucket. SCC, I am on the 50-50 as well because you got rejected at the MA20 line. We're still in a downtrend, but you had a slight recovery. But then again, there's a selling that foreign selling is there. So this could just be the 2 days of green here. It could just be, what we call a dead cat bounce. Also, there's not much volume right there. So what I can see right here is a possible area of support somewhere here. Baka kasi this is going to create a lower high and lower low. This kind of bounce could be its lower high and baka gagawa siya ng lower low. So don't rush. Maybe you can still haggle somewhere around 26.86. But then again, once it reaches that level, that was more selling pressure pa, then that's a different story. Kaya if you want to monitor the stock continuously, request for it so that we can I can share my thoughts and insights around that. Okay, so for now, 26.86. Chances of it reaching that could still be feasible in the coming days. Okay, so that is for SCC. Let's take a look at Dito. Okay, personally, I am enjoying what I'm seeing for Dito. I was able to catch it around 5.01, so I added more volume into my current position. And nice 5.73% increase today. I think I added it somewhere on this date, on the 15th of March. And then the next day it was still red. But today is really nice, nice solid green. So yes, my thought here is that there could still be a possibility of a continuation, but I am seeing a resistance somewhere right here. So yeah, I'm just managing my expectation. This is not going to go straight all the way up. No, it won't happen that way. Because of course you have resistances on our way to the top. At the same time, volume is not that much yet. So probably if there will be one more day of green, I'm thinking profit taking can still happen at around 561. Wala walang volume. So posibleng babalik yan. Okay, so those are the stocks that I have reviewed for you today. I based it on these requests plus Dito, which is I've been vocal about this. This is in my portfolio for long term. So hopefully this could give us I'm excited. One day this stock could give me good dividend, and let's see how much is the dividend yield there. For now, I hope you are enjoying your sleep. It's 1:57 in the morning here in Manila or in the Philippines. And I just want to make sure that when you wake up later today, there's this video waiting for you to watch, to be watched. Okay? Bye-bye for now, and have a happy Friday. Bye-bye.